So I'm so glad to see y'all today. And I am just elated to talk about this topic, not just because I'm OBGYN and I deal with women's health all the time and absolutely love it, but because I am watching y'all conversation. Yes, you ladies who are watching us on this video. I have seen your posts, I have seen your questions, and I just want to know, why are we obsessed with the smell of the vagina? Can we talk about it, ladies? What is going on? The
It freaks
vagina
you
is not
out when it
meant,
doesn't smell like you think it's supposed to smell.
it is just not meant to be potpourri, ladies. I hate to tell you.
My ass be
Nope.
over here eating pineapples like, what is that? Something is wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, can we get down to the bottom of it? I really want to understand this because I really guess why okay, first, let me ask you guys the question because maybe you don't agree with me. Are women obsessed with the smell of the vagina?
I
You
am.
know, you are.
She said
Where
I
did that
am.
come from? Before I give my
Because
opinion, where did that
I'm
come from,
single
Chastity?
and like she can't be smelly if if things is happening.
That's true. I understand
Because
that. Now, when
no
you
man is going
smell
to
that,
understand my pH balance is off because I've been eating onions on today. Nobody's gonna understand.
On today.
you know what?
He's like, I don't want to talk to her because she has a smelly vagina. I don't have a smelly vagina. I'm just saying people are
But see,
obsessed because
Why?
Chastity, I think that's the lie. Okay, so my brother and I are very close in age. We're like best friends. We're a year apart, born in the same month.
Uh-huh.
So we talk about everything.
Okay.
And when we were young, he would also talk about how his favorite kind of vagina type. And
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute. So now women got to worry about how fat they are, how thin they are, with their hair, their eyebrows, the smell of the vagina. If they got the right vagina type, like it's ridiculous. And so I've kind of always felt like
Uh-huh.
our insecurities about our vaginas actually, I think, probably came from the adult entertainment industry.
mm,
Um,
Mm-hmm.
how what
Mm-hmm.
vaginas are supposed to look like,
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
the right vagina type is, what
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
men want. And so it created this insecurity in
Mm-hmm.
women. Yes, obviously, we know when our lady parts are acting up and they got an attitude, we know because they tell us. But
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that's not the normal. The normal is that your vagina will have its own specific fragrance,
Yes.
and that's what it is. And when she's acting up for a reason. So most women don't have an offensive vagina. And if she does, it's because she's sick and you need to take care of her. Otherwise, stop it. But I think most of it comes from men. I think it comes from this industry and making us feel insecure about things that we should never. Honey, if you're by the honey pot, you should feel very grateful that you're there by the fountain of life. Please.
Right. Of all of the earth, okay?
Honey, this is a life giver. You better be happy and thank your lucky
Yeah.
stars. You got a chance to take a tour. Shit.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
take a
Yes.
tour.
Yes. And she said, "Take a tour.
Hey.
Take a tour." You know, like what are you thinking, Dr. Job? Are we obsessed with it? Have we paid people billions and billions of dollars because we want our vaginas to smell like potpourri?
That's the sense that I'm getting now. And I know it's going to be dependent on how you were raised and what you were taught and things along those lines. For the folk who are taught that, oh, you gotta clean it with this and you gotta use this and you gotta use that, they continue to take that information and pass it along. They keep it, they pass it along to the next generation. They teach it until somebody interrupts it and tells them no. So I've never douched.
Mm-hmm.
I was never taught to douche or not to douche. I was taught to bathe and to wash. And chances are I was taught wrong in that, you use soap in the area. Technically, we know you don't need to, but I'm not inserting anything up in there for anything other than medical purposes and,
Mm-hmm.
other. But
And
it was
For
pleasure.
not like,
You could
recreational
say
purposes.
pleasure and pleasure.
but it wasn't because I was trying to make it fragrant. There was just none of that. And of course, as I got a little older and got a little more education, I learned,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's supposed to have, it's like you said, it's distinctive fragrance, and different women are going to smell differently.
Yes. Yes.
And so it was just a matter of, well, this is me. This is how I smell. And I try to think back of like my friends and whether or not we've had this conversation. And I realize I actually haven't had this conversation with them. But like in general,
Mhm.
it's different. And I didn't even know, I guess, yeah, men would have their different vagina types. As a pelvic health therapist, I'm realizing that, yep, it doesn't always look, it looks so very different. Like everybody is
Oh
very,
yes.
very
Oh
different.
yes.
But, it's you. Like it's the same way. Your armpit's gonna smell a little different from my armpit.
Right. Right. No, for real. Yep,
Under
for
your
real.
boot's gonna smell different. Your breath is gonna like it's different. We all have
Yes,
our own body. So
exactly. I completely agree with you. We have our own body, our own chemistry. And
mhm.
I think that women are developing insecurity about ourselves based on uh vagina type, our vagina odor, or fragrance. Let's say
Fragrance. Thank you.
for
Thank you.
fragrance.
Fragrance.
Yes,
Yes.
Um,
it's all
We
about
don't
the
have an odor.
It's
vocabulary.
all about the
Yes.
Let's be
reframe. Good
nice
job,
to
ladies.
There
Good
her.
you
job with the
go.
reframe.
it's true.
Yes.
It's true. And do you think that men really care? Do men really care? Do men
Yeah,
care?
No,
100%.
I'll
I
say,
don't know.
okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna give
really
you a
know
story
because
why I think no.
I'm with you, Trissa, because I don't know. I've seen some sick vaginas who really needed my support, and they've been having sex the entire time. And there have been times in
So
my
yeah,
head that I'm like, how is that possible? So I'm
one
gonna say that.
one of my good friends who was an ER doc
Y'all
telling the
lost
story
Chastity. ah,
was telling the story
ah,
about a patient who came in, and he's in the ER, and apparently weeks before, her and her significant other had put something in that didn't come all the way out. I don't even remember what it is anymore
mm,
that they had initially put in.
mm.
It did not come out, and they kept putting more things on top of that to try to make it smell better.
Stop.
And so he's still visiting and helping her to put things and still going there. And he was like, the scent that was emanating was really, really odoriferous. It was really bad. He said it was a really bad scent. And he's like, to think he was still going up in it. So no,
Mm.
in a lot of cases, I don't think they do. It's
I
I
give
think
think
me,
some
they
it's
men,
care.
mine.
some men
Some
like
men.
it funky. Did you guys ever watch Orange is the New Black? That some people have like this fetish with women who've worn their underwear throughout the day. The smellier, the more fragrant the underwear, the more it turns them on. I think it depends on the man.
I
Yeah.
do agree.
Just like some people like smelly underpits.
Hmm.
Yeah,
True.
people like different odors.
Well,
Chastity is
isn't
like,
True.
there isn't there isn't there a theory that that's where our pheromones are? Like if you
yes,
were to leave it
that
on naturally,
I was just
it's
about to
our
mention that.
pheromones, right? The attraction is in our odor.
In our fragrance. And I know that
Okay.
since people have been on quarantine, that y'all are detecting some new fragrances. So we'll say fragrance, the quarantine fragrance. But it's so true, y'all know it's true. Don't even play me. Y'all know it's true. So we are here to validate the vagina. The vagina is a self-cleaning agent.
Yes.
Right.
Would you clean your self-cleaning oven? Does that make sense? No.
Yes, I clean my self-cleaning oven.
Well, this is the problem.
Okay, so listen, I am the mental health specialist. I am not a doctor. So I legit, my question is, so to Tris's to Dr. Job's point about being raised a certain way. So I was raised to douche. Did it one time because I'm like, I don't know what the hell this is. I did it once when I was like super younger. I thought you did it after your periods and stuff like that. Then I realized the period is the cleaning. Okay, fine, whatever. I think. I don't know. But I douche that one time, and then I've seen like the vaginal steam things that people
Oh
The
yeah,
people are
yoni
doing.
and the,
yoni.
the
I love
yoni and
Oh
all
God,
that.
that
Yeah.
looks so nice.
I
Okay, so
love those. But be
as
careful
the
because you can burn
resident
your coochie out.
non-medical doctor, non-doctor on the team, are you supposed, can you put anything up there fragrant? I mean, not fragrant wise, but like, are you supposed to dish? Like, yes or no? Is it healthy?
No.
Can we do it?
No,
Shouldn't.
the women's health, and Livy, you can talk to this too. The women's health, or Dr. Job, the women's health community have never been supportive of douching at all.
No.
And it's basically
Okay.
because there is a certain fragrance to the vagina. She carries bacteria. Anything that carries bacteria is going to emanate an odor, a fragrance. And that is just, part of how she protects herself, part of
Mhm.
how, her neighbor is kind of stinky, right? Her neighbor is the anus.
Mhm.
The anus is filled with bacteria, and so she gets colonized with bacteria as well. And usually that colonization is imbalance once your pH is imbalanced. And the problems with a lot of these beauty products is
Mhm.
that they change that
Change
pH,
your
and then they
pH.
end up in our office, right, Olivia? They end up on the stairs,
Yes.
because the pH has changed. And there are other reasons why your pH may change as well, but certainly douching has been one of the biggest culprit. And it's part of just this conditioning of women that we don't like
It's
to
not
look,
good enough.
that it's not
Yes.
good enough.
Yes. And there are, I mean, and there are, let's not lie. Everybody likes the taste of a lollipop. Everybody likes the taste of, so yes, you can have fun. You can get water-based lubricants that taste a little fun. Yes, you can have a good time, but it shouldn't start from a place of shame. And that's why I really talk to my women, because the thing that makes me cringe is when a woman comes to see me because she needs my healing touch with her vagine, and she's embarrassed and she's apologizing for hair or for whatever the case. And I'm like, you're a
Yes,
woman. This is your body. Do not. Yes,
yes.
you can say, you
Mhm.
know what? I'm sorry. She's acting up a little bit, and I just want to warn you. And I appreciate that warning, but I don't want you to come from a place of shame. And that's what I really, really, really bothers me, is that it's from a place of shame.
You
So
right.
you
It
know what I'm
is.
saying? And so
You
like,
right.
yeah, and yes, some herbs will, yes, it has been said that people who eat a healthier diet all around will be healthier, right? You may be
Mhm.
less malodorous. You're yes, right.
Mhm.
Certain teas. I'm all for that. Drinking some rose tea before you get down with your boo, because maybe you want, sure, why not? But not from a place of shame, from a place of fun, from a place of, ooh, this might be exciting. Um, and that's really, I think, the message home for women is stop shaming yourselves and your vaginas. These vaginas work hard. I mean,
They
come on.
do. They do. I
Yeah.
mean, I personally think the vagina is one of the most amazing organs. I really do. Um, but 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 definitely, I completely agree with you, Olivia. And I have had many patients, and I'm always saying to them, you don't have to apologize to me. Number one, I have a vagina. I understand how it works. I
Right.
understand. I understand how she functions. So you don't have to apologize. And I'm like, if you've seen my vagina, you will understand that you don't need to apologize. So women are always like, women are. No, for real.
That reminds me. Oh my
We
God, can I
all
share the
have
story?
one, and they're
Can
all
I share?
I'm
different.
out.
Can I share TMI? Can I share TMI just because it's funny? So when I married my husband,
Uh-huh.
he's Dominican, and a lot of Dominicans don't like body hair. It's like their thing. Even the men, they take all their hair out. Maybe it's because of baseball. I don't know.
Yes, they
Somebody
do.
can educate
You
me on
say
that.
baseball?
Yeah, because my husband always said it's because of baseball getting taped up or whatever. No
Oh,
hair
okay.
friction. I don't know. Whatever.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, he wanted me not to have any hair down there.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh no, you will not dictate to me whether I have hair down there or
Yes.
not. I
This
am
is
I
liberating.
am a
Go ahead.
grown I am a grown woman and I will have
Yeah,
hair. So
yeah.
honey, if I let her grow, honey child, okay? Okay. And so, but if he had never said anything, I probably wouldn't have had hair there. I just didn't like that he was telling me because I was like, I'm grown, that doesn't mean I'm dirty, blah, 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 blah. Well, he always said that it was his preference because the hair got in the way when he was doing his thing. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, that's ridiculous. Just quiet the seeds and work it out. Okay. Anyway, my private life suffered a little bit. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can stay married if it's not amazing in the bedroom. Right. So 1 year for his birthday, y'all, this is for real. That's how stubborn I am. 1 year for his birthday, I went and had a Brazilian wax. You guys, the greatest sex I've ever had. Okay. Orgasm. And I was like, stop it. You because you didn't like the hair. He's like, I told you that, y'all. I haven't had hair there in 3 years.
Well,
Get it, get it, get it.
Good job. Good job.
Oh
oh, that's too
my
funny.
God.
But that was a
There
that
it is.
was a functional matter, right? Oh, yes, I know, right, Chelsea? Like, yeah, she's killing us. She's killing us. But that is hilarious. But again, you did that not from a point of shame, to
No,
your point.
no,
You
no,
know,
no, no. It
it
was
was,
from wanting
your
more
preference
orgasms.
is
Yes.
preference. When you're in relationships, and if you want to hit gold, you have to do certain
Right.
things. And let's talk about the things that people do. And people do insert many things. And I
Yeah.
get it. Enjoy your pleasure, have your time. but then you can just flush with some water. Keep it simple.
Mhm,
Flush out
mhm,
the honey. I know y'all using honey.
mhm.
I know
Say what now?
you're honey. Yeah, honey.
Who put
Inside the
honey down
vagina?
there?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we
Inside?
should talk about the anatomy, because a lot of people think, the labia, which are the lips, you just
Yes,
spread those and that's the vagina, but that's really the
yes,
vulva,
The
right?
vulva
right,
or
It's
the
right.
the
perineum.
vagina is the actual beautiful tunnel, life-giving pathway.
Mm.
Yes.
So are people putting
Yes.
honey inside of the life-giving pathway?
A
The
lot of people.
life-giving pathway. I have
Yes,
never.
yes.
Oh,
Yes,
sweet
we are
Jesus.
birthing honey, we're birthing caramel, we are placing melted chocolate, we are placing all sorts of enjoyable
Wow.
ingredients.
Wow.
Maybe I should fix my face.
Wow. Wow.
No judgment, no judgment.
That's a lot.
Okay.
They are,
That's a
I
lot.
mean, and
Why?
I'm not here to why Karen, what'd you say,
Because
Karen?
they
Why
single
are they
like
doing
me.
all this?
Listen, we do things when we single. Okay?
Yeah,
Y'all all got
exactly,
live-in
exactly.
penis.
I get that, but like on the outside, that makes sense, but inside the tunnel,
I've
I know
never done it. I'm just saying I
but
know why they
outside
doing it.
the part the Red Sea, like Olivia said, we can do stuff to part the Red Sea outside of it, not the inside.
If without getting off the air, I will explain a little further. If you
Please.
are lubricating your partner and then your
Uh-huh.
partner is immediately inserting,
Yes.
then
Oh.
you will end up with all sorts of whipped cream, honey, caramel, melted chocolate, or whatever else you just butterscotch. Yeah,
I feel
butterscotch.
like that would cause a lot of friction. I feel like that wouldn't feel good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
You
doesn't
Yeah.
just
sound
gotta know how to
productive.
suck it off right, but
I
some
mean,
people
let me
overcome
shut up.
friction. Some people are able to overcome friction.
Mm.
I
You
Let
know
me
what?
shut up.
Yeah.
don't think I've seen you guys this rosy pink
You know,
ever.
I have asked patients when they come in and they're having issues. One of my first questions is always, did you have like passionate sex last night, or were you guys experimenting? That's usually one of my first questions, because yeah, she will rebel on you. She'll tell you what she doesn't like. She don't
Yep.
keep no secrets in that way.
Oh
oh,
yeah.
you ain't.
The vagina
Mhm.
is temperamental. She is a boss lady. Can we
Yes,
say
she
that?
is.
The vagina is a boss lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Chastity, you were talking about steaming. So vaginal
Mhm.
steaming actually goes back to indigenous peoples. Yes, now it has kind of been whatever you want to say about
Uh-huh.
appropriation in modern day, but that is actually used for different things. Vaginal steaming is used for in traditional medicine, Latin American medicine, South American medicine, Mexican medicine, for healing of the uterus and the reproductive organs, as well as rejuvenation of the vaginal tissue. But you got to be careful if you don't know what you're doing, because you can burn your vagina off. So you have to be that steam ain't no joke. But depending on the herbs and when you do it, the time in your cycle and all of that, it's used in medicinal purposes. And yes, one of the pleasant effects of it is it can just, we'll just say, it rejuvenates that area nicely.
Wait, so you mean like in indigenous people use it like for fertility, like to get
Yeah,
pregnant?
yeah.
Then I'm
So
not
for
doing
treatment,
that.
so for
Okay.
treatment of fibroids, pain, periods. Some women do it in the postpartum, immediately in the postpartum, to help the uterus heal again. But women use it for fibroids, for like I said, cysts, for abnormal
Okay, sell me
periods.
on that part. Don't
Treatment, yeah.
not the other side.
Yeah. So it's medicinal depending on the herbs you use and when you use it and how and who the practitioner is. But yeah, it was not traditionally for vanity.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I
Mhm.
understand if I have a fibroid and I have endometriosis, so like if it can help with like easing that, cool. But if you saying our ancestors used it to get pregnant, I'm just gonna deal with the pain of a fibroid and endometriosis because I
Yeah,
don't.
and and to your point also, Livia, I just want to touch on, you mentioned the anatomy. And one of the things that people don't realize is that the vagina doesn't have skin. It's a mucosa.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the mucosa is very different from the rugged skin that we have on the outside. It's not the same. The skin on the outside doesn't really absorb very well. It's more of a repellent. And then
Mhm.
also the mucosa has the ability to be very absorbent. It
Mhm.
absorbs different things very well. So
Mm.
whatever you put in there will get more absorbed on inside than it will on the outside. This is
Mhm.
why it's so much easier, especially for people who have anal sex, because again, that tissue is different as
Mhm.
well. It has mucosa,
Mucosa.
rectal mucosa. And it's more traumatized because it doesn't have as much lubrication as the vaginal mucosa. So that's why it's so much easier to get sexually transmitted infections, because that particular area is meant to lubricate and absorb.
Yep.
And to Olivia's point about using the steaming, it's just like if you were to use heat therapy for any other, because behind the vagina are muscles. So behind any type of if you do have chronic pain issues and you want to use the steam, just like you use heat for your muscles, if you have a muscle ache, some of us put heat on it and some use cold. The vagina is behind it are muscles that support it. And if those muscles are tensed and you want to, and using heat helps you, then it helps you. And the same thing with any type of inflammatory conditions. The medicinal benefits of different herbs can actually help you in that process. So, sometimes we treat the vagina like she's the vulva, but she's really not. She's temperamental. She really doesn't like to be bothered unless she's working. If she's working, she's on it. Right? She got you.
Oh, you dropped a. I'm over here taking note. Mucosa. Okay.
She's working. She's on it. She's reliable. She is very reliable. She's the snapback queen. The snapback queen. The vagina will stretch out to infinity and snap right back.
Yep. With every rugae.
Exactly. And then be like, and what? Right?
Is she a bad motor scooter? Because if anybody can have a human and then come back to,
look,
I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's me.
What were you gonna say, Karen? What do you think?
I'm just saying that's me. It's snap back. Snap, snap back. I think my husband said it got tighter every time I had a kid. So
yes. You go ahead. You go ahead with your great collagen. Go ahead, Karen. Genetics. And there's some women that doesn't quite snap. The further you stretch her, she may not snap all the way back, or you may destroy the supportive tissue around her. Maybe one day we'll talk about those issues that lead to leakage problems and and other types of pelvic floor dysfunction issues. But for the most part, she is very, very reliable. And when she gets older, she needs a little help to lubricate. Needs a little help to get that, and this was steaming may actually help because it helps to bring those nice blood flow to her cervix so that she can lubricate that.
What type of lubrication? You said when she gets older, what type of lubrications?
So sometimes we can use the simple water-based lubricant if you just really have mild symptoms. And for
saliva-based,
oh Jesus!
Well, that's if we're thinking intercourse, but just even after that.
Right. And there's moisturizers on the market to really help for people who have a little bit more persistent symptoms of dryness. And then for those who've been postmenopausal for some time, she may actually need some vaginal estrogen to help her get back to her original self. We can talk one day about the rejuvenation business that is booming. And what's behind that. But we really want women to embrace the vagina, be happy that you have a vagina because she's amazing. And she's like a fingerprint. They're all different. And it's okay that they're all different. Some may sag a little bit on one side, and as you get older, she loses her fat just like your face. She does. On the outside, I should say, let me clarify, the vulva on the outside sometimes loses a little bit of her fullness. And she may sag a little bit. That's okay.
Do you have saggy labia? Your labia can get saggy?
Yes, because she's filled with fat. She's filled with fat tissue behind her.
She gets gray.
As we get older,
she gets grays.
She gets gray.
Listen,
she gets gray down there before you gray up here. So,
baby, there's a whole side of gay congregating on one side. I said, y'all got to go. I cannot have a gray vagina. Why? That is not necessary.
Hey, salt and pepper is in, honey.
That's what I'm
41. Look.
What if you see one? What if you see one gray hair? That's a sign.
I don't know. You know the urban legend. They say if you pluck it, then two more come back.
That's what happened. I told you it's a whole congregation on the side.
Let me tell you, and she will come
Don't
out
plug it.
way earlier than anybody else.
Yeah, she'll
quite
tell.
quickly.
She ain't
Oh,
got
we
no
need
shame
to
in
sit
her
and have a
game.
conversation because she about to get died. Like, dude, we can't have this.
She will tell all your business. Let me tell you,
Right.
the female genitalia will tell all your business. She will tell your true age. Like, she ain't 30. Mm-mm.
Right? Can you dye your vagina hair?
Why? Why?
Why?
Maybe,
Why?
maybe with food coloring. I don't know.
Trisha.
Embrace her.
What you gonna do? A mohawk strip?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sure.
So for those that what's the word that we use? We're not using odor, fragrance.
Fragrance.
For those
Yeah,
that have the fragrance
Uh-huh.
come every now and then, what should they do?
So when the fragrance become an odor, when it transitions
Yes.
from fragrance to odor, so at that point, contact your practitioner. There's some women, however, who have a long history of having that transition from fragrance to odor, and they kind of know their body and know what's going on, and they know what their triggers are. Either they've changed their diets, or they've, some women are sensitive to the partner's fluids on the inside, and that will change their fragrance from a fragrance to an odor. Or they may have used antibiotics, which will kill out the good bacteria that's really there to keep things in balance. Or they may have douched or used some other type of, sex toys or fragrances. There's so many reasons why it may change. And for those who've had it before, they pretty much know what to do, and they know how to get things back into balance, so to speak. For others who are not quite sure, just contact your practitioner, because here's the tricky thing, right? Especially if you out in them streets, in them sheets, you never really
Say
know
it again, Tasca. What?
if
What
you
you
Say
out,
it. Say it.
out
Repeat
in
it,
them
girl.
sheets, if you out in them sheets, it may not just be a woman's infection. It could be trichomonas, and a lot of people don't really know about trichomoniasis. Trichomoniasis out there, and she'll get you. She'll get you. So.
Listen, women, I ain't judging you. Have a good time. You want to be as friendly as you want to be. You hear me? You share the love. Yes.
Y'all better be careful in these COVID.
Yes.
Be
Yes.
careful in these COVID
Yes.
sheets. We got.
She said the COVID sheets.
Yes, be
Lord
COVID
have
sheets.
mercy
careful
on my
out there.
soul.
Be careful in these COVID sheets.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
yes, and trichomonas can present very similar to your routine vaginal infections, especially like bacterial vaginosis, which is not a sexually transmitted infection. And then you have yeast infections, which women get all the time. So make sure you treat your lady parts well. Let her be where she wants to be. Let her be musk. If she is an earthy tone, a musky stench.
Don't try to turn her into a flower. Don't try to make her potpourri.
Carissa and Tasker. Oh my God. Y'all got me itching, y'all. I done got good. Y'all, I've never. He said an earthy musk.
If
What?
she wants to be earthy musky, just let her be. Free her. Let her be who she is. And if your partner likes a little potpourri, then you guys can have fun, but then put it back into balance as soon as you're done. Do what you need to do. For those,
Oh my God.
yes, for those who get urinary tract infections, make sure you void after you have sex. So there's lots of great.
Make sure you what?
Make sure you pee.
Go pee after you have sex.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, empty that bladder. Get rid of that excessive bacteria that may travel up to. Yeah, I see you.
So clean. No, so cleaning it. I know you said no douching and all that, just water, whatnot. So we have to clean the outer surface of our vagina, not so much the inner.
Right.
So
Stick nothing up there.
Correct. The outside, you can spread the lips a little bit, let water hit that if you like, but nothing needs to go inside. You don't need to.
Nothing
needs
inside, but I'm saying outside. Is it okay for mostly anything like
yes,
soap, mouth soap, and
she has sweat glands, and she will perfume that thing all day long. And so you definitely, and she could take a licking and keep on ticking because she has that rugged skin. And so you can absolutely use, keep it mild dose because they are closely related. They're neighbors. So you don't want it to be too fragrant. Keep a mild, and I'm not going to plug any brands, but there are a couple of brands that are pretty reliable by keeping it mild. You don't want to, if you're having issues, definitely keep it simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely go ahead and wash her because she's a different chick. That chick, she rough.
You welcome, ladies. You welcome
Yes.
out there. Just
Yes.
just throwing in questions for y'all. Y'all welcome.
Yes, yes. She's rough. The vulva, she's like a Brooklyn chick. Like she's like,
What's up?
How come she can't be at LA?
I'm
chick?
baby,
She can't be at LA
I'm
chick?
good.
if she's LA, she's South Central. I'm telling you, she's Compton. Like outside chick, yeah, she ain't playing.
BK, baby, BK.
All day.
All day.
She ain't
Oh,
playing. She
wow.
ain't playing. She ain't
I
playing.
mean, Tasca, is this your favorite subject? I'm
Oh,
just
I think so.
curious.
Can't you tell?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a
love
rhetorical
it.
question. Yeah.
Right, but midwife, we love talking vaginal health, right? Like we
I
love.
mean, yes,
We
it needs
love
to be
sex
talked about
topics,
more.
vaginal.
Like,
It does.
yeah, she goes through so much, and I just feel like we just misunderstand her, we mistreat her, we don't love her enough. Yes, I am
I-
pro vagina.
I
Yes.
think it's because I think to your point, Jassie, I think it's because we see her hard work and we appreciate her because we just, she is an amazing, amazing woman, and we need the world to know that, and we need women to embrace and be happy for
Mhm.
that. So on that note, ladies, we are so happy that you are here to join us.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Y'all made a dark skinned girl turn red. I was like, oh my.
But this is, I love the
Yeah.
female body.
Y'all made me blush.
I think we're made so amazing, and my patients always look
Yeah.
at me because I'm like, I love to talk about this stuff, because I feel like the female body is built so
Quick
amazing.
question.
Going
What
back-
about underwear in the vagina? Like, can you go commando? Do you are you to be in underwear all day? Like, talk to me. I know we only got a little bit of time left, but I wanted to squeeze that question in there in regards to
Oh,
Take it that.
I don't like underwear. I don't.
Commando is fantastic. She likes to be dry.
Breathe,
okay.
honey. Yes.
Yes. Keep it dry and keep it loose. All those tight jeans and y'all are sweating all over it. You don't need to keep it tight, but you can absolutely go commando. Let her breathe, honey. She likes to breathe. She likes to meditate just like the rest of us. Let her.
I am really mad at your shoulder roll over there. Trista,
Shoulder
wait,
roll.
wait, Trista rolling too. Trista, what you got to say about going
Yeah,
commando? My God.
Every night, girl. Every night. Every night.
And if you're gonna wear underwear, let it be
Cotton.
cotton seated underwear. Remember, the key is to allow her to breathe. Let her
Yep.
exhale.
I don't like your
just
tone.
waiting.
I do
to
not like.
exhale. She is waiting to exhale, honey.
I don't like your.
I like that. She is waiting to exhale. That's right. That's right.
Olivia, she got me over here buttoning up and everything. Like, it's just,
So we
For
are,
your pearls.
listen, we are
clutch
real,
your brain, yes.
real talk, giving real facts. We'll treat her right. We'll help you out to make sure that she's right. Yeah, shoulder popping all. All right.
Y'all gonna have me have a reason not to have panties on now. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's the one thing the men have been right about. The one thing they've been right about. Yes, commando is good. Yes.
Okay.
Not all day, at night. Do what you
Oh,
get.
my
Wait, not
husband
all
didn't
day.
listen to this one. Now he wondering why I don't like thongs.
Huh?
Wait, no. You said all. So wait, not all day.
No,
If
it's
not all day. If you can't do it all
Oh.
day, then overnight is fine. But yeah, as little things as possible that can irritate it. Big color, big pattern, lace, and all the other stuff. She don't like it. She don't really want that.
I mean,
Just wanna hang out.
also, I mean, it's okay if you need to. Sometimes we all know that fertility, sometimes we have a little bit more going on down there, sometimes of the month based off of where we are in our cycle. So if during those times you want to wear some underwear with a panty liner or something during the day, that's fine. But nighttime, your breasts, your lady parts, just let them be, honey.
Yes.
Where
That's
they
me.
at?
Yes.
To the side, to the front,
Yes.
to the
Yes.
back.
And I definitely say, you guys, release yourself from the panty liners all the time. Free her.
Yeah.
Free her, free her, free her. But like Olivia said, if you got some issue going on and you need a little extra protection, then okay, Find yourself one that will least likely to irritate you. But
Mhm.
ladies, our time is up,
This
man.
is
I feel
awesome.
like we could do this for a whole other hour. I got
You
a whole
can.
other shoulder shake to do.
You can. I am done. I was just like,
I said I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay, we gonna hit you guys up first. I'm
Dr.
the
Joe.
provider who has turned rosy red today. Where can they hit you up on social media?
If you I think you're talking about me. Y'all done turned me all the way red, dark skin and red. Okay. At Miss Chaz, at Miss dot underscore Chaz, CHAZ on Instagram.
All right,
Typically,
and
I'm
right
not this
next-
shy.
right
Typically,
next
I'm
to you,
not this shy.
we gonna hit up the tell it like it is, give them the facts and the 411. Our midwife extraordinaire. Where can they find you?
I'm gonna follow with Dr. T. Y'all can find me at This American Midwife on Instagram.
Awesome. And where can they find you, fabulous massage therapist with the magic fingers? Where can they find you?
Oh, well, you're right about those magic fingers because I am called What a Touch.
You see how I set you up? You see how I set you up? You see how I set you up?
Thank you.
What you got?
Thank you.
All right.
What you got?
I worked on that. I worked on that. And come on, Dr. Joe. She gonna tell you like it is too. Where can they find you?
At tristanjob.dpt on Instagram.
Awesome,
All right.
awesome. And this is Dr. T. I'm the hands behind the handle of Healthy Bum Club. Be sure to check out our other videos right here on YouTube. If you had fun with this video, you're going to have plenty of fun with the others. And find us
This
on
is good.
Instagram. And our top ladies, this was amazing. See you at the next episode. Bye.
Happy vaginas.
Happy vaginas.
Happy vaginas.
I love it.
Happy vaginas.
Bye.
Guys, it's Dr. T hopping on here for what? A quick minute. We just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us on this platform. Make sure you check out our other videos. Lots of great topics, lots of great laughter. We have a good time, but we also share great information. Our passion is to make sure that you are living your best life. So make sure you check out our other videos. Share this platform with your girlfriends, with your best friends, with your good friends, with your not so good friends. Share it with everybody. And make sure that they follow us as well and join our community. Thank you for being a part of our community. This is our community together as women, and we hope that you are enjoying this journey with us. We just want to make sure that you know that we appreciate you. Make sure you follow along with us for the new year, and we have great topics, hot topics, sizzling topics you want to talk about for 2021. And we just want to wish you an amazing, a bright and better 2021, being the best you. Love you guys. See you later.